We drew up a good play, I feel like, and it just orchestrated, and it worked. Yeah, now the crowd was amazing. I mean, everybody came out today. It was real loud, so it was a beautiful crowd. Yeah, now Kobe was great for us. I mean, he made big plays. He's a big player, so he did everything we needed.
This is where everything went wrong. A hard playoff level game, physical possession, high tension. And then, one moment changed the entire mood of the night. It didn't look like much at first. A loose drive, bodies colliding, feet tangled in traffic. But then, Bam Adebayo hit the floor. And everything stopped. Because what looked like a normal scramble turned into something a lot more controversial. Officials blew the whistle late. Players looked around confused, and then the replay showed it clearly. LaMelo Ball stepping into Bam's path and tripping him during the play. What started as chaos quickly turned into accusations. Bam didn't stay quiet. Not after the game, not after the fine, not after the replay went viral. Because the league didn't just review the play, they upgraded it. Flagrant foul. And then came the penalties. A $35,000 fine for the play, and another $25,000 for what LaMelo said afterward in a heated post-game moment. But the real story wasn't the fine. It was what happened after. LaMelo said he would apologize. He said he would fine Bam after the game. He said he wanted to make it right. But when he went looking, Bam wasn't there. He was already in the shower. And the apology never happened. That's when Bam finally spoke. And his response wasn't emotional. It wasn't explosive. It was controlled, but sharp. Because he made it clear. This wasn't just a random play in his eyes. Bam said he was still walking, so I'm okay. But he didn't stop there. He questioned the league's process. Why can a three-point shot be reviewed, but not something like that? A hostile act, as he called it. Something that directly affects player safety. And that's where his frustration showed. Because in Bam's words, it didn't make sense. The system felt inconsistent, slow to react when it matters most, and fast to review things that don't carry the same physical risk. That was the core of his criticism. Not just the play, but the process. Then came the bigger question. Was this intentional? Was there history? Was it just coincidence? Or was there something more? Bam didn't fully accuse, but he didn't fully dismiss it either. He said there was no bad blood between them, no personal issue, even referencing past positive conversations, even mentioning connections through draft history. But still, he admitted something important. He can't read LaMelo's mind, and that uncertainty is what made it bigger. Because this wasn't the first time. There had been another similar moment before. Same type of contact, same area of the floor, different game, same result. And now people started asking, coincidence or pattern? Meanwhile, LaMelo's camp tried to cool it down. He wanted to apologize. He said it wasn't intentional. He tried to reach Bam after the game. But timing killed the moment. Bam had already left. No conversation happened. No resolution. Just silence. And Bam made it clear. That conversation will happen eventually. But not right away. Not in the chaos of that night. He said they would talk and move on. But the tension lingered. Then came the most honest part of Bam's response. He was asked if the injury was serious, if it could have kept him out long term, even the playoffs. And his answer was simple. No, he would have played. Even through discomfort, even through risk. Because that's who he is. But behind that answer, you could feel the bigger picture. This wasn't just about one foul. It was about respect, control, and where the line is in a physical league. Because in moments like this, everything gets magnified. One trip becomes a headline. One collision becomes a debate. One apology that never happened becomes a storyline. And the league, they were now involved. Fines issued. Flagrant upgrade confirmed. But the conversation didn't stop there. Because fans started splitting. Some defended LaMelo. Some backed Bam. and most just asked one question: was it dirty or just basketball? But Bam's frustration pointed to something deeper. He wasn't just reacting to the play, he was questioning consistency, why some actions get reviewed instantly and others are left to interpretation. And in his view, that gap is a problem. Because in high-stakes games, decisions matter, momentum matters, and player safety matters most of all. Still, Bam didn't escalate it further. He didn't turn it into a war. He didn't attack LaMelo personally. He left the door open, a conversation still possible, a resolution still ahead. But the moment itself? Already gone. And that's what makes this story bigger than one foul. It's not just Bam versus LaMelo. It's not just a fine. It's about how fast things can escalate. In a league built on speed, contact, and emotion. 1 second of contact. One whistle. One replay. And suddenly, the entire narrative changes. Because in the NBA, nothing stays simple for long, and one play can turn into everything. So, was it just a hard playoff moment, or did LaMelo Ball cross the line? Did Bam Adebayo overreact, or is this exactly the kind of play the league needs to take more seriously? Comment below, hit like if you love these deep NBA breakdowns, and subscribe for more stories you won't see anywhere else. Because in the NBA, one moment is all it takes to change everything.